I didn't realize you guys were in chat already. You guys aren't picking up yet. They're already there. Alright, let me make sure. Give me 1 second, everyone. Sorry. I truly do forget how to stream every time I do this.
That's so real of you. I tried to remember how the other day. It didn't go well.
There we go. It's working now. Alright. The music's gonna go off for a second while I actually switch to the real game, guys. Haha. And actually switch screens. We're just gonna go straight to the gaming screen. Hi everyone. What is up? Sorry, I kept pushing back stream because I decided to go to Costco after work, and then
Valid.
I got car sick, so I needed to honestly take a 10-minute power nap. And now I'm fine. So I was like, great, amazing. So, let me say hi. Beth and Ash are here with us for our third chaos, third today of our chaos run.
Yeah, because the first one was just us making things pretty.
Yes, yes. True. We're starting to get really into the story now. Miggy, welcome in. Kate, welcome in. Alan, welcome in. And I think Barely was here too, and they got first. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, you went live at the exact moment that I went to the bathroom. So
it's so funny. I was literally like, I gotta go, and I'll be back. Yeah, so here we are, and we're just gonna kind of dive right into it and get as much gameplay as we can. Thank you guys for redeeming your daily star candies, and I promise you chaos. That's all I can say. So, you know. I will also be, like, stopping to go grab my dinner when it's ready, you know? And then I'll be back to continue gaming. But I'll be eating right here, too. Not that I... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We were in the... God, what's this area called?
The Grove.
The Grove, yes, thank you.
Right.
And we just defeated the I want to say sirens, but you didn't call them sirens. They're called something else.
Harpies.
Harpies. Okay, harpies, yes. So yeah. We'll probably finish up a few things in this area, and then we'll head on to the next one. Also, Kate, thank you for your prime.
We haven't done the harpies yet. We walked over here to do the harpies.
I thought we did the harpies.
We did it.
Press ahead.
Didn't we?
Yeah, we
I
did.
Just do this with someone else instead?
No, we did it last time. We saved the boy. We saved the child.
Then why is he hanging out over here?
I don't know.
Did I not save?
Maybe. We definitely did it. Because I haven't done this on another game yet.
Yeah, no, we definitely did do it.
Also, I'm...
Well, then we definitely need to do it again.
Issues and it won't let me actually get...
Yeah, so I might have not saved.
I'm not sure I can...
apologize.
It's not letting me in.
No! Okay, hold
It
on.
says I have mod issues, but it won't let me, like, actually do anything.
They're just spinning. You just have to wait for them to all load. So
No, they're not. They're all checked, but they all have a disabling thing on it.
Huh?
Maybe it's just wild mods and I have to disable them for Kira? Maybe that's it?
You just have to disable all of the mods.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have any mods in this one.
I'm thinking mayhaps I will get together with you guys sometime this weekend and maybe we can pick out some mods, Dad.
Right.
Maybe.
Making my way through the...
Yeah, so I obviously did not save. I really apologize. I kind of forgot that it doesn't auto-save, but here we are. Yeah. Chaos.
You
What's
promised,
new?
you delivered.
I do. I will deliver on that. On that.
I will get here eventually when I stop clicking things.
But maybe this time I won't die, like, within the first second of being in the fight.
I don't know. That's promising a lot.
I know, especially since I don't have, the thing a person of my stature should have.
Such a pretty song.
Okay, kid, I get it. It's a pretty song. Oh. We did end up saving him, and we just finished. We stopped it right after this last time, but it's okay.
Great, I'm still in the library for some reason.
Huh? Weird.
It's gonna take me a minute to reach you.
Okay.
And apparently it also doesn't remember what I did for Will, so I have to level him up real quick.
Thank you for the watch streak, Alan.
Well, you know, either hang tight or go in without me and I'll catch up and save your ass. Your choice.
Well, I was just gonna say, I love how all of our characters kind of match, and, you know, we totally randomize. Not totally randomized, but, you know, we did our own separate things.
We didn't talk about it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it. And I feel like it's like that every time, too.
Now that I know what I'm doing, what do I want to take?
Please.
I think this isn't as useful. Did I have...
Maybe this time we'll let them take the kid. I'm kidding. Maybe.
Such a pretty song.
Romantic damage, disadvantage on an ability of your choosing.
Evil Kira. I mean, I am a dirge, so I am doing a dirge run. I said my exception was other tieflings, though. Sometimes. Maybe right now I have a soft spot because I'm like still fighting against it, you know? I'm like, what does this mean? And then later I will fully inherit my evil side. Wahaha. But also I kind of want to romance Will, so this is going to be really hard. I think he's not going to like me.
Yeah, no, if you raid the Grove, which is the typical evil route,
Yeah.
Will fucks off.
Yeah.
Leaves.
Yeah.
Such a pretty song.
I don't really know why I'm putting effort into him right now, but I don't know.
Do people have any fun plans for the weekend? I am going to a local Ren fair, which will be fun, I think. But it's also supposed to rain. So, we'll see how that is.
Such a pretty song.
And then I have parents meeting parents this weekend.
Oh boy.
I know, that's gonna be crazy.
Please.
I really can't decide.
Will left Jaws and Yaws run because you did something major in the Grove. It's so funny.
Such a pretty song.
Such a pretty song. I've been having the urge to... I have this urge from time to time, and that's to look into, like, voice acting and stuff, and I'm like, you could, but I'm like, nah.
I mean, if you ever want to, I know someone to introduce you to.
Oh, mayhaps. I think that'd be a little fun, you know?
Such a pretty song.
Little fun. Mix it up. D&D and maybe hiking if the weather holds up. Oh, let's go. I really wanted to go hiking this spring, but as it's showing right now, like the trends is that it's gonna be really hot. So my hiking might need to wait till the fall. Not that I can't go when it's hot. It's just hot and not as bearable.
I need to figure out the fastest way to go to get to you all from where I am right now.
I didn't even know there was a library where we were.
Such a pretty
Where
song.
am I? Why is this not working?
Oh, I wish I could move the map.
Please.
This way out of here. Here? Here, I think. I'm sorry, I will get there eventually.
You're fine. I'm trying to unlock more of the map right now.
Alright, fastest way to get to you from there is, I think, this way? Yes, okay.
Oh, successful. What's this? Potion of Glorious Vaulting. Sweet.
Alright, once again, I'm going to ungroup. And I'm gonna get sneaky. And I'm gonna go get all the way up here. And then come up here. Yep.
Did I?
I'd go that way. Oh well.
Okay. Oh, you started it.
I didn't mean to. I was telling myself to go the other direction, and it didn't. So here we are.
That's okay.
Don't you hear it?
You should go in the water. You
It's so peaceful.
should follow. Pick his pockets! Pick his pockets! Let's
Okay,
go.
let's run.
You lift the child's gold pouch as he stumbles deeper into the water, oblivious.
I love this character build. Charm everyone and then steal everything they own.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine. Once I
Unfortunately,
get
this
there.
means that I don't have the same advantage I did last time, which was that I was hiding and out of the way.
It's okay. Except I'm not okay.
I am, however, still stupid charismatic, so...
You and Will are the only ones okay right now. You hit the harpy singing. Oh. I think I'm always gonna get surprised at how big Beth's sword is every time I see it.
Sword. Big fire sword.
Fire sword. Big. Lots of damage. So, I don't get to attack this time at all.
Yeah. It's not great that I started it. I was absolutely 100% telling my person to go up the hill, and instead they decided to go up the hill by going around. I
It
don't
was
know.
the closest way.
I guess.
She said, this way, onward.
Oh, and I have a familiar, but I didn't get a chance to cast that either, so never mind.
It's okay. We roll with the punches. Oh, well.
Well, so how evil were we gonna be this run?
We didn't kill him.
Yeah, we didn't. Dang, it's a little sad. We let him live last time. Well, not that we lit him. We didn't let anything happen. We tried. Are you... That's so unfortunate.
I rolled a 1, and then I rolled another 1.
Oh my god.
Love to see that.
Yeah.
I guess. Jesus, come on, I just healed that. Well, you're not helping at all. I don't know what you want from me. It says it's my turn, but it's not my turn. Because I can't move.
Listen, I was listening in.
Well, if you want to listen in, you can actually join the stream. No. I don't want you to watch me right there. Leave. Gee whiz.
You don't count as a humanoid. Darn. Oh well.
The harpies aren't humanoids?
Apparently not.
Weird.
They're monstrosities.
Monstrosities. I kind of find them a little cool.
There we go. Height advantage, baby!
Oh, let's go.
Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
Oh, nice.
Y'all attack with song. You're not gonna out-bard a bard. They can, however, make will entirely useless.
Oh. Oh, look at me.
For the love of God, stay awake this time!
I hope.
Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
Well, stop being an idiot. You're not making me want to fight to keep you around.
Oh, my rage. attack this one over here that's on the rock. That's the one that's singing and luring everyone in.
Okay. I think I can reach it from there. With my magic. Summer, welcome in.
Critical miss. Rude.
You and that harpy just having a slap fight.
Nice boy.
No, this isn't right.
Rude.
Damned monster. I'll make you pay.
Oh.
You keep giving me Will's turn as if I can do anything. I can't do anything.
What now? Damned
Well, now you
I'll
can.
make you pay.
Actually, I'm just gonna.
No, I cannot, in fact.
Hope you're doing well, Summer.
Target self. Rude. Fine.
How are you?
Here,
How was
I'll
your
give you
week?
the... We're gonna want to rest after this.
Yeah.
I don't have any spell slots yet.
Oh no. Oh yes. Haha.
Thank God, finally.
I wish I could. I should really read into those more. I'm also thankful it's Friday. Only 2 more Fridays and then I'm flying. Whoop whoop.
And I can't miss every single time when it's like at a 60% chance. That's just stupid. That's not mathing right.
Oh, I'm lured.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You said, nope, we're getting this over with.
What do you mean I don't have enough movement for Eldritch Blast? That's stupid. Thank you.
What was that?
What was that? Yay! Poor child.
All that for a skull. Rude.
Wait, yeah, all of them got nothing. Dang nabbit.
I just wanted to add you to my party, that's all. I didn't want to talk to you.
Poor kid. Poor kid. Well, we tried. Oh, there's a thing over here.
Yes. Yes, there is. That was where I was fighting from last time.
Oh, there's nothing. Looks like Beth got it.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
What were the harpies hoarding?
Nothing, as a matter of fact. Bones, I think.
Womp womp. Anyways,
I got a nice ring, some camp supplies, some stuff to sell.
oh, yay! Beth got the haul. Do you guys know what happens if we do save him? Is it just like, yay, thankful? And the kid doesn't die?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Like, he shows up later and stuff. Like in Baldur's Gate if you save him.
Well. Sheesh.
New friend.
Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or 1?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Anyway, if we're gonna do anything that's gonna get us in trouble, we should probably rest first.
I want to have a word.
Yeah.
And
Our
by get us in
little
trouble, I
Hellion told us what
definitely
happened.
don't mean.
Thank you. The 9 Hells will sooner free.
I definitely don't mean,
to get
you know,
going.
become invisible and steal shit.
Okay, so we will go rest then. Why does he have a little imp?
Get us out of here safe.
Oh, you conjured his imp.
Yours.
It's my job
Yes.
too.
He is my new friend.
Don't care about us.
Go to camp. Oh, he's just kind of hanging over here with us.
Yeah. He's just chilling.
Wait, did they make it possible for you to romance Withers? Is that his name? Or is that like a mod?
I think you need a mod for that.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought I saw that like a bit ago at least.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
1 second. Shadowheart just had some stuff that I wanted to steal.
give me your things.
So honestly, I may just go back to using her if we're gonna get rid of Will anyway. He just has a little imp friend, and I like that.
Well, we're not trying to get rid of Will, but if it happens.
I've yet to ever play evil Shadowheart, so there's that.
Alright, can I end the day now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I can get stuff on the other side.
Ending the day. Oh
Mm.
gosh. All
Not
of
a
them
verbal
want to
stop.
talk.
It's quite a sight.
Oh!
The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. No. Just thinking. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Wow, Shadowheart really hates me.
Why not? You've been to the hells and back. Survived
I'm
the
gonna make it
crash.
worse.
I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Aren't you just?
I am pretty impressive.
Oh, get some air. I'll see you later.
Oh, he's hungry. He's hungry.
Hungry and not at all suspicious.
A fine eve. The moonlight hideous. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. I see naught but cowards cowering in their groves and grottos. Flowering meadows and fecund soil have softened their minds and muscles. They rely on strangers' swords when they should be forging their own. Look above. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling
Oh, she means
through
in
the
the
sea of night.
literally the
One of them
stars.
is my crash. Clear. Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders. We infiltrate the tears. But enough of...
Okay. Who else needs to talk? Oh, Mr. Will.
Maybe later.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, can I talk to you, Will?
Busy times. Maybe later.
Can I only talk to a certain amount of people?
It's because Ash has him as a party member.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you could talk to everyone
To
at
see
camp.
if I grabbed something and I couldn't remember if I
If
had
Ash
it
were
or Will had
to
it.
dismiss him, then you'd be able to talk to him.
Yeah.
But no. If they're grouped up with a certain player, they are the only one that can talk.
I guess he can keep 1 potion of healing fine.
Oh. I unlocked the recipe antidote.
I just take everything away from Will so that if he leaves the party, we just have his shit.
He gives you his shit if he leaves anyway. So.
It's fine. I'm being extra sure. Okay. Where are you compared to where I am? Here we go. Hello?
He is not moving.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Hello? I'm trying to go to him and it's not letting me.
Oh, I forgot you took Gale's clothes.
Yes. Okay, I really just wanted to let you out of the party, but okay.
Is he talking to you now?
Tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there
I
it
was
is.
gonna let you talk to him,
That
but...
shiver. Our courage in danger shadow. I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before...
Don't ask me. I'm not a master of this.
You know, I think last time we played this, I didn't admire Will enough. I get it. I think I liked Shadowheart and Asterion. Whatever. I was
Astarion.
distracted. Astarion. All right. The rhythm. All right, we're going to sleep.
Now will you let me talk to you? Just let me let you leave.
It's okay, it's okay. We go to sleep. Go to bed. Off to bed we go.
Okay. Conjure disappeared. Now somebody else can bring in another party person.
We sleep first. Then we decide. Auto select. Full rest. Are we gonna see Mr. Sneaky Pants sneak off again? No. Yay! Alright, does anyone want to claim a party member?
I've been claiming them. Somebody else's turn.
You want it, Beth, or me?
I can if you don't want to.
I'm okay with not, but
Okay.
I can if you don't want to.
If nobody actually wants to, I'll go grab Shadowheart.
If you want to. I don't care. But I will control someone if no one else wants to do it.
You go grab Shadowheart for now.
I didn't want to hog the party members, so.
I have
I'm with
like
you, lady.
8 save files going. I played enough.
That's like, I played this game. Just a little
Maybe.
bit.
You won't hate me quite so much now. Maybe. We'll find out.
Okay.
Probably.
I leave camp. Oh. Now, how in the heck does... Now... Why can I not leave camp? Okay.
Is it not letting you click the leave camp button?
It's letting me click it, but it's taking me to a rock.
Well, just hit M to open up your map and then just choose one of the teleport options out
Oh.
on the right-hand side.
Oh. Okay, I'm not too far from you guys. It's like I'm actually
Okay.
actually
Alright.
not too bad.
Now, I have a potion of invisibility now, so I could try a stupid thing again if we want to try a stupid thing again.
If you would like to, I'm just entering the grove again.
We will probably want to save.
I have never met Raphael in the Grove. That's new.
Alright, I'm gonna go over here.
Save successful.
No one sees me. Whoa. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, hello. I don't know that I've ever seen this interaction happen here.
No, wait.
What would suit the
Oh!
occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly.
I forgot what he looked like.
Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
You're not at anyone's service but yours, buddy.
Why, I never...
Ooh, I was gonna pick that one too.
You're paranoid, aren't you? Must be the surroundings. Rather bleak and lonesome. One feels so exposed. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
Okay.
Come.
Okay, well, have fun. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh, wow. I forgot about this whole
Middle
thing.
of somewhere.
Nice decor.
And deny you the honor of my hospitality?
God, I hate him.
This is the house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
That's mean.
Not easily rattled, I see.
But said,
Good.
don't mind if I do.
Give
Makes
me
the
your
next
food.
part that
Give me the
much
food.
more straightforward.
That's just like, look, if you're gonna make me listen to you drone on and on, at least feed me.
Exactly.
What's
Your
better
face.
than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I?
Yeah, we
a
still don't know you,
friend?
buddy.
Potentially. An adversary.
Double horns.
Conceivably.
Oh.
But a savior. That's for certain.
Is it?
Savior
You
from
ain't
what?
saving
You?
no one, buddy.
Yeah.
Easy, easy. I'm here to help, not harm. Consider your predicament.
Something, something.
One
Fish are friends,
star.
not food.
2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
So do it, bitch.
Yes. I like it when my clients put up a fight. Only
Clients?
to realize victory was never an option.
Then what's the point
Try
of
to
being your
cure
client?
Yourself. Shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left.
I hate to break it to you. I played this
Has been
game before,
whittled
Raphael.
down to the very marrow of despair.
That's
Bad
when
news,
you'll
buddy. We come from the
knocking on
multiverse. We know where this
my
is
door.
headed.
Hope. Such a tease. By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts,
Your
they
face.
haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're
Face
a
of someone who
paragon
gives
of life.
0 fucks.
Yeah, she has
I'll be
great
there.
expression.
When
The
it
puckering
runs
is like,
out.
come on. Yeah, that was great. I liked that a lot.
Those dirt kissers would let us die.
Right, okay, so anyway. I was out here. I'm hiding. Now, oh, you might want to save again since we just went through all of that shit. 'Cause I'm gonna do a stupid. So once again, we can't always just decide to go with it. That's fine.
We should be getting drunk at least. No fun.
One last 10 turns.
Touche,
I'm
my
probably going
guy.
to go into
I can hack or talk.
turn-based here.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're exposed now.
Such a stupid move. Okay. I'm just gonna bring Shadowheart, like, conveniently over here for no reason whatsoever.
You're the one who helped to the gate.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then
I
it's not just
protected one
goblins
child
we
and
have to
failed to
fear.
protect
So we
another.
can
I'm so
risk
sorry,
violence here,
Zebler.
or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Leaving the grove is the best option. I can help. Can you delay the ritual? You have to resist. Best of luck with that. That's got nothing to do with me.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there.
No.
We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army.
I am no army.
There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize
Can I not
so
get there
cleverly.
anymore?
Somebody must be leading
I was able to
them,
get up there
bringing
before.
discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership,
You
and
jump.
they'll scatter.
Good
It's no
question,
small
maybe.
thing to ask, but I've seen you
Hello.
Hello.
I don't
We
know what
lost you.
happened. That was
Nothing,
weird.
I think. I think nothing happened.
I think my internet just dropped.
Precisely. No internet happened.
Nothing happens. No internet. Hello. Sorry about that.
Once you're up and lobbying again, let me know.
Oh, mine. It stayed open.
Oh, it kicked me out and now it doesn't show you as having a lobby.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Of course. Of course.
Hey, we just saved.
Open the multiplayer menu and invite us.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's not letting me. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, you might have to save.
Save and restart. Womp womp. I don't know why.
We love technical difficulties.
Yeah. I pay too much for technical difficulties. All right. Let's play, please. The day we go. without any technical difficulties, I will take you two out to Hot Pot. My treat. Not that you guys have any say in the matter. Either way. Like, oh, cool. So, Kira, you just need to get your shit together. I forgot that I added that emote, Kate. Alright. Womp womp is correct. That redeem actually does nothing but say womp womp on the screen in chat.
All right. It was still correct.
It's still womp womp. Alright.
I see nothing wrong.
Okay, it should be okay. In like 25%.
Hi, Gwen. What's up? I was just looking at pictures of you when you were itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty Gwen.
She says she's never been fed. The food didn't
Yes.
work. Give her food.
Give it to her.
Food never happens. Must have more always.
No cats have ever been fed in their lives.
Never, never.
And are you done with your dinner, or did you get bullied away from the food bowl?
Oh, baby.
And by bullied, I mean a cat came near her.
That's about right. Yep.
The worst thing to ever happen.
Okay, it is open.
Sure enough.
I have
there it finally
permitted.
is.
Let me in.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Breathe deep and move.
Whoa. I can't see the map at all.
Yeah, it'll pop up.
Entering turn-based mode. Oh my god. Alright, how do I sprint?
Dash button, the boot with wings.
Right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
go back to seeing if I can jump. Can I jump? No, it just won't let me up there anymore. I definitely was able to go up before. Why can't I get up there? You can get up there. Can I just not do it if I'm already invisible?
They said not allowed. You've been up there once. You can't do it twice. Not allowed.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
Not enough movement, so we're just gonna... Oh, no! Where'd my potion go? It should not have run alpha already. I had 10 turns with that.
I wonder if it's because Kira was not in turn-based mode and then we weren't in the game.
Oh, I lost my potion.
Oh no.
None of you saw anything and this never happened?
Were you trying to steal that?
Yeah, I was. I had one potion of invisibility that I stole from somebody.
Dang. Yeah, I only have potion of glorious
I can't
vaulting.
do it now, so doesn't matter.
Can you actually like steal it without them knowing?
Oh yeah. Well, you can steal it. They'll realize it's gone, but if you're invisible, they don't know who stole it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was trying to get the potion, because I don't have a spell that can do it yet, but...
Dang. My technical difficulties
Oh,
really
well,
did it.
No chaos. No chaos for me. We could always just go and make people really mad instead.
Lyrical, welcome in. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Rotten mushroom. You can take the rotten mushroom.
Yummy.
Well, what else can I steal without being obvious about it?
Okay.
Sylvanus be with you.
I say, let's leave. Ooh, what's here? And why can I not get there? I feel like I should be able to climb up there. I cannot. What is that?
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. Down on your face,
What is that?
a troll. You're an idiot. No helping it. We're exposed now.
Why was I going up there?
I miss my forge.
Find. Talk to Zorro.
Very well.
We should be getting drunk at least. It's no fun waiting for death sober.
That's it?
You have to have Lae'zel with you.
Oh.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave? True.
Oh. What is going on?
Nothing. No worries.
Yeah, I see lots of things going on.
Nothing's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pockets. You sense now would be a good time. You have a convincing air of innocence about you.
I didn't do any.
She's running.
There's a pickpocket operating nearby. You feel the arrow of suspicion pointing your way. Your honesty speaks for itself. It seems you're free to go.
Yeah, why are you coming at me? Yeah. Oh, so now do you have to avoid her?
Fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Okay. Let's leave.
Can't keep the goblins out forever.
Why now?
We go... We either can go find Karlach or go to the Goblin Camp.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Let's do... We'll head that both. They look like they're in the same direction, so we'll see which one comes up first, maybe? Because Hausen...
Thanks, buddy. Bye, buddy.
Oh, what's over here?
Something good here, I hope.
Not much. I already stole from them.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
I didn't see no one. Fudge.
Hold on.
I just wanted to.
Hold on. Oh goodness, where is it?
They believe you, for now. But something tells you they won't be so
I know.
I did not mean to give her bardic inspiration. Well, never mind. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I talked my way out of it. And we still got a bed. Ho ho ho. I really didn't see any of them. But, you know, is what
I'm
it
just
is.
mad that I wasted a bardic inspiration.
I can't go there.
I mean, it wouldn't have helped Kira anyway.
I was intimidating.
I wasn't trying to use it. That's the thing. I wasn't trying to use it at all.
How do I get down? How do I leave?
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Oh, that's how. She said, how is that open? I opened it? What do you mean I can't go there?
I have to wait for them to open the gate.
Okay. Fudge. Alright, here we go. Oh, they are two separate directions. You are in a totally different direction. We'll go to Halson first. I feel like we should go to Halson. Oh.
What's inside? Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Ooh, bloodless pig meat.
dead boar. But it doesn't look like
Definitely
it's been
not suspicious
touched
at
by
all.
Scavengers.
Examine. Yes. Barely passing. Oh.
That barely.
The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. You note it looking closer. You can see the skin around its face is...
I wonder who did that.
It is a mystery.
Now, what in the heck is open saving? Oh, a broken lute, ladle, and a hammer. I don't think I need any of that. Ooh, an onyx. I don't need any of that yet. Ooh, 12 gold. Alright. I'll go talk to these guys now. Wait, they're gone.
You mean the dead guys?
No, there were people alive here a second ago.
Well, they're dead now.
No, it was Aridin that was here.
Oh, perception
I think he
failed.
maybe got too close and then took too long, so they buggered off.
They said, bye-bye. What is in here?
Good boy. I've come for you, good boy.
Oh.
Looks like we got ourselves a
I've
trespasser.
come for you, good boy.
Trespasser.
Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh.
I don't know if we've ever done this.
Within you stirs in response.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh god.
Overconfidence.
Hell yeah, Nat 20. Come with me, Scratch.
I still passed.
A true soul.
I still passed. Just barely.
Shiver runs across your mind.
You'll get no more trouble from us.
Let's go. What do you mean I can't go there? Okay. It was not letting me move. Oh. What is in here? Oh, wow.
What's the roundup?
Nothing.
Trash.
We'll see you later, Scratch. I love you.
Oh, wow. Row of books. Large bottle.
Okay, I got to Scratch to come by and visit us later, so I will rejoin you now.
Yay!
Priorities.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Picking up bottle. It's dagger root. Oh.
Alchemy ingredient.
Oh. Alchemy.
Nothing here, boss.
Don't talk.
I've been looking.
You got nothing to say.
Oh! I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected. I should have expected that. Ink pot. Took a painting, cool. Journal, search the cellar. Breezy sandals. Those are kind of cute. I feel like there's something important down here, but I failed the check.
Where were you when the check went off?
Like here. I guess we don't get it no more. Woohoo.
Where are you compared to me?
Oh,
there it was.
Where are you? Go ahead.
We're in the basement of the apothecary.
The apothecary basement. Oh.
I didn't mean to. Oh, yes.
Oh, another one. Oh my god, I got a new hat.
Hell yeah.
Can't risk being in open view.
Gosh,
Oh my
you and
gosh.
Shadowheart over here.
I can't.
Over here. Where? Over here.
Oh yes, thank you.
Just be on my way.
Thank you, Shadowheart.
More for me.
We'll take this. Thank you.
This is just making me miss having Avi's perception skills, man. Like, +7 perception at level 2 is spectacular. It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I understand now why Liam spec'd Aurum into just insane perception. Like,
oh, saving.
Roll perception. 35! Well, never mind then. I just...
Oh, is this where we find No. It's not. I thought this is where we might find the bugbear, but that's down the line some.
No, but this is where Shovel is, right?
Yep.
Shovel?
I don't think you're in that shovel.
Shovel.
Nutbuster?
Yep.
Okay. Poo dagger? Oh, hold on. I don't want that.
Poo scraper. Yeah.
Oh. I am surprised. That makes sense. Where are you going? Oh! I see. I see where he's going. Oh! Another one. Another one. Oh, he's almost dead.
Well, I mean, they're skeletons. They don't really have a lot of health.
True.
Oh, let's go.
That's crazy.
You still... Oh. Oh, nice. 0.
Missile snaring gloves. Love it.
Oh. Oh, wowzers. Oh, come on.
Yeah, stay there and then I can cleave you both. Oh. Or not.
It's only 2? You gotta be... Oh, cool, 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 cool. Oh, a wild magic surge. But I'm slowed. But I am slowed, bummer.
Yeah, it's the fun with wild magic. Sometimes it doesn't help.
How much this guy got? Oh, 18.
Why did you do that? I told you firebolt. Nobody likes me today. And by nobody likes me, I mean nobody is following my instructions. You know, I thought they kind of had to do, but here we are.
Thank the Lord. Oh,
That's curious.
Oh. We kind of hold the shovel really high up, but that's okay, I guess. Hello?
Shovel.
Let me take all of the spells. Thank you. Oh, there's a trumpet.
What's hiding here?
Bones. A candle. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, what is this?
Speak your name. An enchanted mirror.
Oh my god, I'm in snow.
I forget how to get shovel. I took the
Almost
shovel,
sad.
but did we have to do something
Kira probably
different?
took it.
It took what?
I just don't remember what I'm supposed to do to get shovel.
Kira has the scroll of summon closet.
Oh.
You can take it.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock.
What's a
hiding
thinking
some
lock?
Give it to
secret.
me.
It seems
Okay.
some vain wizard took living magic and twisted it into a...
Speak your name.
There, he sent it to you.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
I'm an ally.
Only a true ally of
Ilintoth may pass.
What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastam?
What?
You remember stories of Zastam, a powerful lich in Thay who made deals with dark gods.
Oh, we don't like him.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise?
Am I wise? That is the question.
Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
Balsam ointment? He used... I read a doctor's journal. He used balsam to clean a wound, to treat burns.
Acceptable.
Okay.
Finally.
The other ones were questions, so I was like,
Anything in me, what would it be?
See anything in you? A lover? Nothing. Your thing of magic. I can shudder. I look for whatever spell will rid me of this worm in my head.
No.
No! Fudge!
Purpose. I know nothing but you cared to us. No others ever did. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Mirror.
Welcome.
Oh, awesome! That was the right answer. I did it. Oh.
Good job. You didn't get us blowed up.
Yay!
Look, conquer book, says my new friend, Shovel.
Whoa. There's a lot in here.
There sure is. Things definitely exist in here.
Oh gosh. I should heal. That's all I got. That's all I got. Oh. What is this? Become a bulwark. You gain +2 in armor class as long as you are not wearing armor or holding shields. Wait, I should use that, shouldn't I?
Yep.
Yay! I got something useful. All right, let's put you on. Let's go.
Yay, slightly less squishy.
A little less squishy. Oh. Oh. You doing okay over there?
I'm doing great.
I just picked up a bunch of toxins and rocks. Toxins and rocks. Ew, rotten eggs. No one wants that. Hey, how's it going? Oh, there was the door. I didn't even look over here. What is this little guy?
Oh boy, I should not be the one doing this.
Shovel.
The book is locked.
Definitely not be
Oh.
the one doing this.
Keyhole. Only an
I don't know,
oval
or
recess
charisma? No,
in
I
the
think
cover's
it's
mouth.
wisdom it needs me to have. I don't have wisdom.
Well, you don't have to read the book.
Franz, welcome in.
Book, but the longer
But
you
I could.
stare, the more
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll
Thanks,
observe from
Shadowheart.
back
She
here.
said, I'm gonna be back here. I could do
Not
it.
doing that.
Up to you. Whatever you want. Whatever your character would do. Oh. Were you? Who picked up Shovel? Oh my god, Shovel's so cute. Oh, what a cute little guy.
Shovel is a murder machine.
He really is.
She.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Shovel
I'd
is a
forgotten.
queen.
Queen.
Okay. I think things are going to probably explode in here. So fine.
You should probably get out.
I would, but I am in turn-based mode.
Well, you disarmed the trap.
I did, but only one.
Did you take the book?
Yep.
Yay!
There we go. All right. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
We did it.
Take the edge off.
That will take the
Here's
edge
a
off.
chaos run.
Are you pulling the book
is
back
locked
out?
tight with no visible keyhole. Only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
Wait, I got a bunch of gems.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the
Cute.
more those
Yeah, I think
piercing
Shovel's kind of
amethyst
cute.
eyes draw you in.
Like cute in a little like ugly way, you know?
No, I don't want to destroy it, so I guess we need to find whatever goes in it first.
What goes in it?
Something round.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's been a hot minute.
I have an onyx. It's gonna be like a key, probably. Another cauldron. Nothing here, nothing here. Dear gosh, I'm picking up so much cauldrons. Oh, cool. Now I have a cauldron stack. Nice.
Here
Oh.
we go. I doubt a bear this size went down without a fight. I doubt a bear this size went down without a fight.
Oh.
No, didn't really mean to do that. Oh well, now everything is wet.
I have looked everywhere over here. Nothing.
Definitely, I forget. I think we have to go down into the cave to find what we need for the necromancy book.
Yeah, it's not in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I
okay.
thought.
Let's leave.
I had a vague recollection that that had something to do with the, like, spider cave.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway. Where to go? Where to go? Oh, we have entered here, just at a different point, I think. Last time.
Just getting myself lost. I used to know this game so well.
Oh, this is the spinny one! Let's see if I can do this.
Look what we got here. Stop this thing! And you. Hope you got a stomach for ice.
What the hells are you
What's it
doing?
bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Uh-huh. Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Okay. I like that laugh. Should I release the gnome? Nope.
We ain't looking for company, maggot. Not
Bye,
unless
Alan.
you
Have a
wanna
good
join
night.
him up there. How about this? You pay a toll and go on as you like, or else you fly.
No.
Cough it up!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Oh, until I rest.
Thanks, Shadowheart.
Read his mind. Read his mind.
That's a lot of coin,
Oh, hey.
I think.
I found a spot.
You wanna haggle? Fine.
I don't think I want
The
to fight these
price
guys without
just
y'all.
doubled. How do you
I'm gonna
like
chill down here at the
that?
bottom of the well for a bit.
Ooh. Should I just attack them? Should I just kill them? Or should I pay the 5 coin?
Well, if you would like my assistance, you shouldn't attack them right now because I'm already fighting.
Okay, cool. I will just pay the higher sum for now.
Good choice. If I see you here again,
No price will save me. Okay. Now, what did you get yourself into, Beth?
I was pickpocketing and they didn't like it.
I'm just hanging out in a well. Just hanging.
It's fine. I can take all these guys myself.
Yeah, jump.
Oh, leave you.
Oh, cool, cool. It's fine. I'm fine. Well, I might not be fine. Okay.
Fine, I'll come rescue y'all.
Oh, did I really just miss? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might die. I'm so squishy. Yeah. I tried to help.
Yeah, you really need to get like mage armor or some shit.
I know, I gotta level up so I can get mage armor. I just didn't even, I thought it like kind of came with my character, if I'm gonna be real. I thought like it was just, you know, the initial one I had.
Spell. You need to know it.
Yeah, I need to ready it.
Any of these. This get you a thing.
Food ready? No. What? Okay, bye. I thought he was gonna hit me. Ooh. Oh, you can control him too? Her, sorry.
Indeed, her.
Oh my god, she is really cute. I just find her cute.
She's adorable. She says things like shit piddling toe rag and it's fisting time.
Yeah.
We love it.
Not let me never to you.
He wasn't even looking at you. Wasn't even looking at you. Yay!
Or Shadowheart just fell.
I have no more heals. It is my turn though, sorry. Oh, thank God.
Jump to places.
Oh, he's up there, I see. Oh, I like how that one goblin's just like walking around. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, this doesn't bother
Not my
me.
problem.
Nah. He's like, those aren't my friends. No thanks. Yoinks. Oh. Oh, invisible. Oh, okay.
If he can go invisible, maybe he can steal the thing for me.
Oh, thank you.
I just stabilized you. You're on your own at that point.
Well, I have no healing, no nothing. So we are going to... Red.
Shadowheart should still have some healing capabilities if you don't, you know, die again first.
It's okay, I've slipped. I cheated too!
So did I. Great. Awesome. So I can't help you now, sorry.
It's okay. We can just stay here for a minute. Okay.
Check your trouser holes. Shovel is here.
Frightened.
Thank you, Shovel. Thank you. Hey, leave Shovel alone.
Oh, thank God. I can do something. Oh, wow. Okay. That's okay. I didn't know he was still up there. What? Oh, there's a web. So there's a basement there. Yay, I'm up again. Up, down, up, down, up, down. We are winning thanks to Beth carrying. But Ash is doing a lot too. They're both carrying me. I'm not doing anything.
Shadowheart's not.
No. I'm slipping on grease and dying at one hit, and I did get one hit in this round though. Well, last round. But yeah, we are winning. So you know, that's all that matters. I kind of love that I'm a dirge character, but like I'm actually kind of like weak. Like I can't hold my own. I'm like, ooh, evil thoughts. But wait, I'm squishy. Oh, I'm talking. I'm so sorry. No! I can't.
Ow.
Why would he come after me?
Ow. Yeah, why go after the one that, you know,
It's not
easy to kill?
But I'm not in front of him. Yay, I'm up again. Ball's incompetent child will never take over the family business. That's me. But you know what? We try. Now, where's that last one?
Trying to get to it, but
Invisible, maybe? Oh, no, he's over there. Okay. Jump out.
Oh, he was just walking a minute ago. He was saying this was none of my business.
well,
Now
we
he
were
has
still
engaged.
in
Oh, okay. Okay, please. Okay.
order, so I just clicked the person who was left in order. That's right. Shovel is gone. They're gone. You'll never find her.
Please do not. Oh, thank God, did not engage with me. Oh, I did that earlier with Ash and Beth. But, okay. I didn't know you could do that. I should have known you could do that for enemies too. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna go this way a little bit, because I can't do anything anyways. Yay! Let's go! I think I remember doing that previously, but obviously I forgot. Hee hee.
Just a brief respite.
I kind of want to like step over this web, but I know that's not a good idea.
You know, it's a real good idea. Let's go down a well.
A well? Okay, let's go.
Actually, if you want to go down there, then I can fix that for you.
Oh.
There you go.
Yay. Oh, I gotta jump down, I think. What happened? Perception failed.
Be wary.
Oh, thank
This
goodness.
place is trapped.
Oh, but there's a what? Oh, no trap disarm
back
kit
in here
available.
again.
Wait, back
Hello,
in
I
where?
used the front door instead of jumping through a hole.
That's like what? Come on, people. Hello. Another rope. Cool. Nothing. Another rope. What do I need rope for? I don't know, but I'm collecting it. Oh, you got it open.
Sure did. Rogue, baby.
Oh, and a thieves kit. Oh, and I picked up a spoon by accident.
Rogue, baby.
Drop that, and I want to drop the poop screeper. I do indeed do not want that in my inventory. Thank you, though.
I think, Shadowheart, I just got something you would like.
A
Steel
breeze of
forged
flavored
sword.
crisps. And now my tongue is all
+1.
weirded out. I really like, I'm really digging like jalapeno chips. Those, investigation failed have been,
Oh, no, okay, so this is
pleasure of mine.
not something she's actually proficient with, so if anyone wants a enchanted short sword, you can take it from me. I don't think I can use it. Oh, no, I can. It just... No, it's a little bit better than my rapier.
It's like, I don't think I
Okay,
can.
never mind. I'll use it.
Oh, another rope! Wait, what's over... My favorite flavor is prawn cocktail? I know it sounds icky. It's tasty. A big box and I've eaten... Oh my gosh, but now it's tongue. Yeah. But sometimes it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh. Does this do anything? Doesn't look like it. Do I gotta put something on there? Oh, hold
I
on.
need the blueprints that I just
Melting
stole.
furnace. Combine items. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. Let's try one of
I think it has
these.
something to do with the blueprints I stole. I just don't remember exactly how that worked.
Okay, well, nothing's working on my end.
If it helps, you can't do anything right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Womp womp.
I failed the investigation to see that this wall is breakable.
Yeah, I also failed that.
Shadowheart will probably get it.
The wall.
Nope.
Wow, we all
None of us
failed.
have any idea.
Well,
let's go back to the well.
To the
That'll get us to the same
well.
place. And I didn't fail that check, so...
What, barely, me and, my significant other will go to the store and go, like, to our local, like, Asian market and pick up, like, fun, like, flavored chips like that. Like, we've gotten, like, barbecue, like, K-barbecue flavored, prawn flavored as well and stuff like that. And it's super fun to try it out, honestly. I love trying new... That does not look
Hey,
very
hey,
nice.
Kira, you want to make sure you're healthy? Hey, Kira?
I don't have anything else. This is as healthy as I'm gonna get.
Are we sure we don't want a long rest?
We could.
Before we run down this hallway. Full of spiders.
Yeah, we can long rest. Let's go long rest. To the comp! Oh. You have denied. Oh, I forgot the camp looks like this. This is fun. I like that it changes. I forgot that it does that. End of the
Well,
day.
yeah, you ain't gonna trek all the way back to the beach just to take a nap when you're in Baldur's Gate.
Touche. Oh,
I'm so
Lizelle.
glad I found.
Oh,
wait, it's me.
What's going on?
It's Althera.
Hi,
from
friend.
the Grove.
Oh no. Hi, friend.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm sorry for barging in like this, but
I forgot.
I had to come find you. You've, well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, to prove that I can be half the Bardley Harlow was. I want to join you.
What?
To fight by your side.
Yeah.
I want to help people, as you've helped me.
Wait, that's so fun. Oh,
No time for weaklings.
True, but I'm a bard, remember? I want to do more than sing about other people's adventures. I want to make my own stories.
oh gosh. Is she
I
like
can't
really
think
not
of
strong at
anyone
all?
else I'd rather share that with.
Leave now? Oh no.
Ash says, I'm the only bard allowed.
So if
Only room for one bard in this party.
if I say she can stay, does she stay in our camp?
I can't tell you anything.
Oh fuck. You can stay for now. See how you fare. I don't want her to. Well, do I really? Does my character care if she dies? But also, I feel like my character wouldn't want her to join either. She'd be like, "What are you doing here?" Okay,
But
I'll
I
leave
can
now.
fight.
Oh,
I won't hold you back. I swear it.
She may not be much of an asset, but I doubt she'll be a hindrance. Let her stay.
Please.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks,
please.
Shadowheart. Thanks.
I just wanted to hear you beg a little. You can stay for the night, but I want you gone by morning.
All right. Good night, I guess.
You can stay for the night. Okay. Go to bed.
Nap time.
Nap time. Ha shoo, ha shoo.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed.
Oh no. Huh?
You
No.
stand above a body,
Okay.
which is in a state of gore nearly
Oh,
beyond recognition.
wow.
The body of that scared girl who asked for nothing more than a night of shelter. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend.
Tried.
You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds.
I tried.
And aches.
Oh, I can't remember nothing. I didn't remember jack. Nope, I'm not gonna use inspiration.
Skull will hardly let you think,
We have 4.
let alone remember.
Yeah, but
4 is the cap, so we can't earn any more than 4, just so you know.
I could do. Okay, there we go. Oh, 4 is the cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing. Oh, no matter how it
You must
appears,
have
the
some
body
like
is there, and
gore
her
settings
blood is
turned
on
down.
your hands.
Because is it normally
Passion
more?
flows through your body.
Yeah.
Who are you really?
I might have turned like
Insides are outside.
Bitter business.
yeah, I might have turned it down because of when last time we streamed and all that.
Yeah.
Wonder what curse is in your heart. To kill in your sleep. Push the thoughts away you rather not know. Refuse to believe this was your doing. Admire the beautiful death.
Something wicked must have woken you.
Oh, this is my dirge, isn't it?
Pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon
Your
the
dark
girl.
urge.
But where, oh,
Dark
where
urge
could
to
that
murder.
monster have come
Your
from?
dialogue is private. Got it.
You don't have much time for reflection now.
You're not allowed in.
Apparently not.
You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
Seek out the nearest water to wash the blood away. Try and hide the body. Oof. Okay, let's go. Oh! Oh god!
The -1 everything.
Let's do it one more time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
A light and delicate girl.
I love that this is
There should
marked
be
as a
no
private
trouble at all
moment
to
because,
toss
like,
her
if
into
we
a
didn't know
ditch
what was happening and we
roll
weren't
her
watching
away,
you stream, we would have just
further
see you,
bloody in
like,
your hands as you
succeed a
did.
stealth check.
Yeah.
With no context.
Lumbering style.
That is so
You have gotten
funny.
away with murder.
Oh, poor girl. So sorry. I personally am sorry. My character can't say so much.
She was a tiefling. Your character tries to help the tieflings. Oh, hi, Scratch. What's
You
up?
spot a name on the dog's collar.
Buddy! You came.
Oh, I already pet him. All right. I will be back in like 2 moments. I'm just gonna go grab some food really quick.
Nothing bad ever happens to the animals. The only rule.
I am back. Mwahaha. Welcome back.
Leave comp. All right. I am above, though, versus like where you guys are. I'll wait till we start fight. Oh, hello. Which way? This way? Ash, shall you join us?
I'm leaving camp.
Let's go this way. Oh.
Something didn't like that.
Once again, not what I was trying to get you to do, but alright, here we go.
Here we go. Oh. Oh! Oh, wow. Let's see. And I will end my turn there. What?
Sure, Shovel. Sure.
That's so funny. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. Oh, are you kidding me? I miss? What a critical time. Dodging Queen over here, golly. Oh no. What are those guys? They just look like, I don't know. I've never seen them before, I feel like. I don't even know what to describe what they look like. Just like icky monsters. I haven't done that before. Yippee! This playthrough's been great. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. Lots of chaos happening for sure. And there'll definitely be more. And I'm also doing a dirge run. So we are getting into it.
We just had Althea visit camp, so that was fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
something that I didn't
Just a
know
little
happened.
visit.
Hmm. Cool. Can I not unstuck myself?
You just have to wait.
Oh, okay. I did one evil dirge run and I said, okay, that's enough. Yeah. Well, I've never seen, like... I've played one time with Beth and Ash before, and I don't really watch...
I just accidentally gave you my all of my healing potions.
A lot
so
of gameplay.
You can have some of them, but...
So I know nothing about dirge or anything, which I feel like it's gonna make it more fun for me.
Back?
You know, gotta try everything once at least, you know? Apprentice journal. Sure, we'll take that. Oh, saving again. Saving again. Oh, you're crouching.
I don't need any attention right now.
Oh, that is a big mama. Oh, that's a big mama spider. What do we do in this situation?
We wait for Ash to catch up.
Ash and her two companions to catch up.
Now she can't circle around behind us.
I mean, that's what you think.
Fine.
Hmm.
That was not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Yet again, I suffer from things doing what they want to.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, okay. Oh no. Oh. 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 I see, I see. Okay, hold on. Where did that other spider go? Spin spell slots, gain sorcery points, create spell slots. Extended belt, toggle passive feature, double the duration of condition summon. Guess I'll end turn. Sweet. Cool. Oh, and he's back. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh gosh.
Bitch, I just came down here to you.
He said, I don't care. I'm leaving.
God damn it.
Oh, you kidding me? It said it wasn't gonna hit you.
Damn, PvP. That's crazy.
I'm so sorry. It said it wasn't gonna hit you.
Yeah, anytime there's gonna be like an AoE like that, with very rare exceptions, it will hit anyone in the AoE, including friendlies.
Yeah, but I angled it and then it said it didn't register. And then all of a sudden, I guess I'm so sorry. actually. Okay, not a bad hit. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Mm.
I said this, 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 this. There we go. Everybody go to sleep.
Amazing.
Good night.
Oh.
Dang, this is a hard fight.
It is when you're extremely squishy.
Yeah. I didn't know they could teleport. That's pretty cool. All right. For real this time, right? Oh, gee whiz.
Time to get going.
Better than nothing.
Excuse
What I'm
me.
gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and start to destroy spider eggs without getting caught.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I managed to destroy one set of them before someone triggered the combat.
Oh, those are some over there. Oh, where's... Oh.
So that's one set. So yeah, there's some...
Did it kick you out, Ash?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't... You just have to not hit main menu. You just have to wait for Kira to reload.
I didn't remember hitting anything.
Yeah, it pops up with a button that says main menu.
I believe you. I
Party
just
has
didn't
died.
remember doing it.
But yeah, so there's eggs
Yeah.
over here and another set over there.
First step is the hardest.
Yes, perfect. And then we just need to get that set there. That's fine. Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Better be cautious.
Oh, shit.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
No! Fuck.
That's okay. We destroyed 2 sets of them. Oh, wow.
Fudge.
Ash, will you be joining us?
I was going to see if I could get anything useful because my little guy is not in combat yet, so I thought maybe he could do something and destroy some eggs that are still over here in his range.
Those ones don't matter. It's the ones over here that matter.
You could mayhaps come behind her a little bit, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's fun.
Even are you guys? Okay, you are over here. You go there. You also come up here. I'm trying to get to you. It's just that I keep, you know, standing on the web and not being able to move from the web.
I see it. It's enwebbed, enwebbed,
Yeah,
enwebbed,
enwebbed, enwebbed, enwebbed, in case you were wondering.
about to be like, where's little guy? Oh no. Okay, yay! Oh no. Block that! Oh no. Where did he go?
Correct.
I'm in webbed again. Oh, glad I healed.
Yeah.
Can't save you? Okay, sorry.
That's
I thought
okay.
maybe he could help. He can't. What's up?
It was good, thank you. Yeah? Do you want to take the plate? Okay, then don't. Yes, it's good. Okay.
Babies. Oh.
Mr. Facing Spider, sir. Are you glitching out? Or is this me again? Okay.
Alright.
Oh no. I am at least stable now.
Everybody else. Sorry.
Wah, 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 wah. Oh, successful. Hmm.
Again, not what I was telling you to do.
It's weird she does that.
I mean, it's clearly something that I'm doing wrong when I'm clicking, but it keeps happening.
Oh, there's more. I feel like it's glitching. Oh my god! But she also fell.
What do you mean I can't reach destination? Yes, I can. It's right there.
Oh no, shovel.
It's locked. Okay, well, never mind then. I tried.
That indeed.
Bye-bye.
Oh no, there's another one!
Be nice to Shovel.
Oh no. I'm glad her spiritual weapon doesn't just go away if she's down.
Okay, one up.
attack. I can't do anything.
Whoop. That. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Thank What?
Leave Shovel alone. What, Shovel?
7 damage.
Is Shovel gone forever now, or is that just until we summon them back?
Did you learn the spell?
Did I learn the spell?
Yeah, in order to resummon them after they die, you have to have learned the spell from the scroll. There's like dialogue.
Oh, it
Wizard,
didn't give me
warlock, and
to do that.
sorcerer.
Yeah.
Wizard
So-
can just straight up learn the scroll. Sorcerer and warlock have like dialogue that they have to go through to get it.
I'm neither of those things. Well, that sucks. I don't want to lose Shovel. Well, I'm gonna die anyway. Apparently not. I want to die. I want Shovel back. Boring fighting by myself.
Are you dead? Phew. Okay.
My wounds are too much to bear.
I've never gotten to keep Shovel.
Well,
and then I got them killed.
If you want, we can.
I won't make you do it again.
Death's close at hand.
We would have to go. Yeah, I think we'd have to go like all the way back to like before we picked up the scroll when we were fighting the graves, like the skeletons that came out of the coffins.
Oh, and like go get the thing.
Yeah, like before we picked up the book was when we got the scroll. So I think Ash used it immediately.
Okay, I just died because I didn't realize I was standing in poison, so never mind.
I must heal.
It's okay. And we can just immediately go to camp.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Off to camp to heal. Oh, it's still there. Wow. Okay. 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 Why don't you guys wait here a minute? I'm gonna end stream, but I will be right back. Okay. Okay. So thank everyone for being here. We're gonna call it there. I think we're gonna heal and do whatever we gotta do. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and we're just gonna end. So I will see you guys next time and sometime next week. We'll figure it out. So I don't know. Bye guys.